Hi everyone, it's Lychee Pink Planner and I'm doing another plan with me. This is for the week commencing October the 12th, 2020. I've done a little bit of a vlog this week because when I saw this kit last week, this is Cashmere from Oodlemadoodles. I absolutely fell in love with this like mauve type colour. Did I say that right? Mauve? I think mauve is more the American way. So apologies if I just absolutely trash the way how we're supposed to say that colour. Anyway, sorry, I've digressed. So I absolutely fell in love with this colour and I needed to get my nails done. Obviously doing videos like this, it's quite nice if I have my nails prepped and ready to go. So I was on the hunt to try and find the closest colour that I could to this. Now, I don't think I've done too bad. I'm now going to insert a video of my adventures of having my nails done at a local nail salon that I've been going to for a very, very long time, almost 10 years. So hi to all of the staff at Elegant Nails in Kings Lynn. Thank you, as ever, for putting up with my indecision. I'd imagine I'm quite known now that I go in there and I go, right, I'm going to have a red, and then I might end up coming out with American, what they call it, an American polish, which, should anyone ever want to know, an American manicure is more of a creamy colour to a French manicure, and a French manicure is stark white tips. American manicure is more of a creamy colour, just to kind of let you know. So I'm going to insert the footage. What I personally have done is I have this product and it's called New Genesis, and it goes over my natural nail. I don't have tips or anything else on, and on average it will last me about 4 weeks. Obviously, it can depend and vary from person to person. It depends on how much you can live with what they call the regrowth. For me, I tend to go for about 4 weeks. Anyway, I hope you like the footage. I just thought it'd be interesting to see on the process of how I went from adoring this kit to going, okay, I want my nails a similar colour to that. Oh, and just to update you, just going to move the camera a little bit. Look what I managed to find. A white pumpkin. Thank you so much to the co-op. I was picking my son up from school. I just nipped in, you know what it's like, just to get some milk. And when I got to the checkout, there was this tiny little display of what I would call the bog standard carving pumpkins. And they had the ghost pumpkins for sale. So if anybody is looking for any, I can't guarantee, obviously, it will be in your nearest cooperative store. But I found this one in Terrington St Clement. So again, shout out to Terrington St Clement Co-op. This was £3.50 and it is adorable. I don't know what to do with it. It's just kind of like sitting here, just looking all beautiful. And then I got this little one from Morrison's. This was £1. And I don't know if any of you guys are a fan of Bath and Body Works. I love Bath and Body Works. And I got this on a buy-sell trade on Facebook. The seller sold this to me. I think it was £6.50, including the postage, and it's magnetic and it goes on top of your candles. Anyway, again, I've digressed. I hope you like the footage of me getting my nails done. I just thought it was something a little bit interesting to add in. So on to the planning part. I've decided to mix things up a little bit this week. Again, I'm going to kind of like keep some chit chat to a minimum while I kind of like do some of this process. I am going to dip in and out, possibly with a few comments. I've also decided, oh no, probably a cat hair. Sorry. I've decided that I'm going to do it slightly differently. The last two videos, I've started by typing my plans and then adding on the stickers. I've decided to mix it up, and I'm going to start with the stickers and then type. Reason being is I always do my dinner plans. I type them on and then I remember there's a sticker. So I then have to put the sticker over the top, and then I'm typing it twice, which isn't necessarily a problem, but it's just part and process of my learning curve of learning to plan with a typewriter. Next week, I have something that is very special to me. I'm sure anyone else watching will think, oh my days, what an absolute geek. I have managed to find a cursive typewriter. So it looks like that it is handwriting. Thank you very much to my mum and my husband who have contributed towards it for my very early, sorry to say it, Christmas present. But it is adorable. It's currently being serviced, and I cannot wait to see it, to see what kind of a difference it will possibly make to my layouts. It's obviously, like I say, cursive, so it will look like it is joined up handwriting, but printed. Hopefully, the servicing will be done by next week, and I'll be able to do a plan with me on a Tipper cursive typewriter. Anyway, let's get on with this. This is where I've decided to do, I don't know, a little bit of a random kind of like chit chat to see if I can maybe get some people to interact a little bit more in the comment section. I would really like to know, oops, not quite straight, but I'm okay with that. Has anybody been slightly obsessed with something on YouTube? And then obviously the YouTube algorithms then send you loads and loads and loads and loads of like, oh, you might like to see this. And then you get kind of like stuck into that loop. I'm wondering what people have got kind of like semi-addicted to. I would imagine that being locked down, a lot more people have got into these, you know, kind of like Facebook loops. Now, the thing that I've been getting slightly obsessive over is TikTok videos. Now, I don't use TikTok. I don't have the TikTok app. It isn't anything that appeals to me. However, there is a trend, and it's called Kissing My Best Friend. I don't know when the trend started, and it appears to be, you know, young people who have been friends with a friend. I don't know why I paused there. It was like a friend of a friend, and it's like, oh dear, brain just completely stopped because I was actually thinking of a particular TikTok that I saw when I was talking about this. So the idea is that, you know, if you've got a crush or if you've catched some feelings, it's giving you almost the green light to use TikTok as a platform to be able to, you know, shoot your shot. I think these people that are doing it are very, very brave. I mean, of course, yes, there'll be the odd 2 or 3 or whatever thousand that are staged for what they call clout, and views. But some of them you can actually see, people have got these feelings for their best friends. They're frightened because it's like, it's a hard thing to do, to possibly cross that barrier, the person not reciprocate it, and then has that friendship been broken. Some people may call it irresponsible, but for some people that may be not necessarily the excuse, but the best way that they might be able to express their feelings. And some of them are so sweet and adorable, because you can see, the nervous kind of like tension of, the person setting up the camera, pretending that they're going to do like a TikTok dance video. And then they kiss, their best friend. I mean, some of them, they've been friends with their best friend 10, 13 plus years. And it is this moment where you almost, you are watching in on the start of possibly a relationship. Sadly, you might be watching the beginning of the end of a relationship. And that sounds almost like I'm being very morbid. But there's also something about it that gives you a little bit of hope when you watch it. I think a lot of it is involved with the music and the particular song that they use when they do this particular trend. But some of it has really got me in the feels, and you watch them and you just think, you know what? You're so brave. You are so brave to take that risk on love. And I think that's a really, really important message, is to never give up on love. Love is real, and it genuinely does conquer all. If you have a few minutes, have a little look, go onto YouTube and just type in TikTok kissing my best friend. There is going to be some annoying music on some of them, because some people, do screenshots and record them. They are young people. Obviously, trigger warning, because it does involve kissing. It obviously touches on relationships, all kinds of relationships. If it's not your cup of tea, then obviously please don't take my advice and go and watch it and upset yourself. But if you're feeling like you need a little bit of a boost, some kind of just a blip of happiness, just watch the videos. They are very, very sweet. And it makes you think romance isn't dead either. And just credit to all of the people that have sucked in those nerves and done it. And I can't send messages, obviously, to the people that have done it. But I hope that the outcome is that you didn't ruin anything, and that very possibly you have entered into a new stage in your relationship. And that I hope that you are all happy, and just thank you. Thank you for, shining a little light that even in these quite, dark and desperate times, love really can conquer all. And don't ever be afraid. Yes, feelings are a very, very complex thing. They can complicate things an awful lot, but be true to yourself and just go for it. Always remember to tell whoever it is that you love them, because we just don't know what will happen tomorrow. Anyway, going back to my planning. very transparent. I don't really have a lot going on next week. It's nice. I've had a few hectic weeks, including a shopping trip to IKEA in Nottingham this week, which turned out to be a big fail. Went all the way up there. We've been transforming our son's bedroom. Went all the way there, checked the stock of a particular item. When we left, they had a reasonable amount of stock, but that was probably our ignorance, because afterwards we then thought, should have thought of that. So we were going there for a desk. So we were looking for the IKEA Mickey desk. It's what I would call kind of like the bog standard one, but it's really, really clever because obviously it's got a pre-drilled hole in it. He's at the age now where he's doing his GCSE coursework, and we just need a nice, simple place where he can put, his PC and his monitor and keep the cables all out of the way, so he's got a really nice workspace. It didn't dawn on us that, of course, we're in COVID. And so many more people are working from home, so demands on desks in IKEA are insane. So when we left, we literally dropped our son off. We live 2.5 hours drive away from one of the nearest IKEAs. So it was quite a slog. It was a slog. We got all the way to Nottingham, started to go around. And I was checking on the app all of the time, and it was like, in stock. Found the desk. You know what it's like. You have to, walk around all this particular bit. Finally got there. And then when we got there, we wanted to make sure that the aisle number and the location was the same as what it said on the app. There was a lovely lady who was obviously dealing with that department. And as we went over, we noticed that, all the details and everything was missing. So we went over to this lady and we said, can you just confirm, is this the right particular number? And she said, oh, I can tell you right now that's out of stock. Oh, no. Went to then go and have a look at one of the other desks that was also out of stock. So we then thought, right, okay, we're going to do a makeshift job. So I don't know if any of you have, have been to IKEA. I imagine most of you have. So we thought, right, okay, we're just going to get a desk top and then we're going to buy some legs, and then he will have a basic area, and then what we would do is we would then get kind of like a set of drawers that he can put like his pencils and everything in there. However, that didn't exactly work out how we wanted. We went to go and collect the particular items. Everything was apparently in stock, so we went to the aisle number. The top of the desk, fantastic, there in stock, not a problem. Went to go and get the legs. There was, oddly enough, one leg left. We couldn't even do, a mix and match or anything else like that. It was so odd. So in the end, we ended up with a load of bits and pieces that, let's be honest, we didn't really want, but it's IKEA, and you get into the mindset of, oh, I need that. Oh, that's so cheap, I'll get that. And then we ended up with lots of bits and pieces that we didn't want. It was lovely. I got to spend the day with my husband. Got to spend the day as Emma and Rob. It was really nice. It was almost like a bit of a date night. It did include a trip to Taco Bell. Oh, my days. Taco Bell is one of those places that I can't help but love. Okay, I know it's junk food. I know that. I still like it. And there is no Taco Bells anywhere near us either. Norfolk doesn't seem to have a lot of anything, so we don't really have an IKEA, and we certainly don't have a Taco Bell. We did have a Taco Bell, and it was still an hour and 10 minutes away, and believe it or not, the urge for Taco Bell was that strong that we would go there as a treat. But then, thanks COVID, shut that Taco Bell down. But I thoroughly enjoyed it. So if you're going to judge me kindly. I really enjoyed it. And after a few weeks of having some very funny fibro flares, including my hands are still very, very swollen. Hashtag chronic pain life. Look, I'm still having problems with my wedding ring, and my fingers are all very swollen. I decided to treat myself. And obviously my husband, and we did thoroughly enjoy it. Anyway, moving on. Okay, so I just came off camera for a few minutes because I had a cat whinging, and then I had a delivery, and so the dog then started to bark. And then I come back down, and then I realised that the sticker that I wanted to put down wouldn't fit. So then I took off some other stickers. And then I then realised that I hadn't push record. So if you're wondering where that little inconsistency went, that's exactly what happened. So going back to what I was saying, I don't have a lot of errands to do. I've actually got some nice things kind of like going on next week, including I'm going to have a little bit of a girly morning, because as much as I was moaning that Norfolk doesn't have a lot of things, my nearest like major town is opening up a Hobbycraft, and they're opening it up a week earlier than expected because they've managed to get it all done. So I'm going out next Thursday, and I might do a little bit of a vlog, I know it's a little bit sad, of the new Hobbycraft, and then come back and film the plan with me, do the editing, and then have it out for next Friday. If you're interested in that, I'd kind of really like to know if that's something that you like, if you like the vlog element and then the planning part of it as well. Let me know. Anyway, so this sticker also comes from Oodlemadoodles. This was from a kit that was released called Leaves, and I'm just going to cover up the errands box. I don't believe I have any errands to really run, so let's give that a bit of a cover up. Now, because my hands have been quite swollen, I don't know if anybody else kind of like has a chronic pain condition that sometimes affects their joints, you know, like rheumatoid arthritis, lupus, all of those fun things in life. It can really sometimes make sticker application and your whole kind of like sense of, you know, alignment and things like that really, really off. And I've been like that for a couple of weeks now, as you can see by some of the errors, but you know, I'm not going to be hard on myself. See, there we go, had a little bit of a coordination moment there. So let's put that down there. There we go. It's just one of those things, it's a part of life. You know, you just have to deal with whatever is thrown at you. What is it Beyonce says, you know, if life throws you lemons, just make lemonade. So that's my lemonade. So anyway, moving on. I decided to go for this one. The colours pretty much match, and of course it's got those beautiful ghost pumpkins. Lovely little ghost pumpkin. Oh, that's that's Pillow, one of our cats. She also obviously likes the pumpkin, so has decided to give a little bit of a shout out. Didn't you, Willow? You say hello, Willow? Hello. Hello. Do you want to go out, my darling? I didn't know you were in here. Okay. Right. As you can hear, a certain lady really wants to leave the room. I'll be back. So very proud of Willow. We acquired Willow during the latter part of the lockdown. Willow was given to us because her owner was unfortunately terminally ill and didn't want Willow to go into a cat shelter. Plus, because it was COVID, they weren't actually taking any at the time. So initially we said, you know, yes, we've already got quite a lot of cats. We'll see how well she settles. Well, she went from being quite literally a scaredy cat to cream of the crop. She enjoys sleeping on the bed. She enjoys sleeping on the sofa. We have a catio area, and she enjoys the sunbeams, and she's settled in amazingly. She's an older girl. She's approximately 11 years old, which of course is always a concern. Cats in general take longer to settle in the older they are. They're not as adventurous. They're not as inquisitive, but she's done amazing. So well done, Willow. And as you can hear, she's a bit of a vocal girl now. She knows what she wants. She's going to get it. And she will basically use the drip drip technique of making that noise until she gets basically what she wants, be it either food, heat, or to be able to go out and do her ablutions, which, you know, can you blame the girl? You know, there we go, that's life. Anyway, moving on, I'm gonna cut this bit off. And so here is the finished result. I have decided to incorporate a little bit of the old-fashioned pen. I'm going to write my water and my vitamins. The reason why I'm going to do that is, I'm sorry if I've bored you with this subject. My hands are obviously quite swollen and very tender, and it is very, very important to basically keep, you know, the movement in your fingers going, or any other joint, you know, that you're having pain with, if you are a chronic pain sufferer. So I'm just going to do a little bit before the pins and needles start. It can literally, I can maybe write 2 or 3 words and then the pins and needles start. However, when typing, doesn't seem to do that. I don't know why. Another reason for me to love typing even more. Whoops, see, hands not very good today. Pen just completely and utterly fell out. So I hope that you have enjoyed this plan with me. I apologise if it's come across a little bit moany about my condition, and so I apologise. And like I say, if you wish to judge me kindly. I hope that you've enjoyed this. Please leave any comments, any kind of constructive criticism is always welcome. This is very, very new to me. I'm just doing it for a bit of fun. It's something that I've always wanted to do. And with 2020 being one of those years, I figured there was no better time really than now to start doing this. I hope you will like this, and I will catch you next week when I do my vlog of the Hobbycraft opening. See you all soon. Take care. Bye bye.